Hello and welcome to another episode of Allstar Garage. This week's pretty much the same as all the other weeks because we're in the shed doing some stuff, I suppose. We've got a lorry in from a very familiar face from racing. He's going to come and get some hoses done, obviously at Allstar Hydraulics where I do my normal day job. I'll go and pick up another car because we haven't got enough cars in the workshop already stacked up with 8, so let's just get another one, I guess. So I'll show you that. And obviously we carry on transforming my road car into a race car, cracking on and getting that jag done for Ipswich BWS, which is in a couple of weeks. Anyway, as always, I hope you enjoy it. Welcome to Allstar Garage. Da, da. There you go. This week's slightly different because we've got a very small man has turned up with a very big lorry and an even bigger crane because he has many drippy ends. Isn't that right, Charlie Randall?
Yeah.
Nice drive, was it, mate?
Wasn't too bad actually. Left about 6:30. Cruised on up.
With the passenger princess who's behind the camera.
Yeah.
So Chaz needs many hoses on his lorry. Obviously what we do for a day job, normally, not rather than building the banger stuff, is Allstar Hydraulics. Hydraulic hoses. You're going to stand there all day?
Yep.
What you've got to do, little trick, is make a tampon.
Yeah. Plug it.
Plug one off.
You notice I use your strap guide to the knot.
You did, yeah, you've learnt there, haven't you?
I have.
Right, do you want me to show you how to make a hose, Chaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep an eye when you take these off that the seals don't fall out. Or if the seals are knackered, that's why some of them would be leaking from the joint.
Yeah, this one's got a bit of a double join going on there.
Oh.
I'll show you that.
It's like I've got an apprentice. See?
Yeah.
So that's fine, we'll just have to put that back on. And then that's the rest of the hose, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
This one next, driver, yeah?
Yep.
I'll take this out in the vice for you, sir.
Thanks. I'll nip this up.
I'll have to use these steps because my knees ain't going to be any good after the end of the day. Okay. Why is your lorry so high? Weirdo. Just be careful when you do that up because you've put like a little pig's tail in it.
Yeah.
So before you like nip it up, just get the hose exactly where you want it, if that makes sense. You want to try and take the twist out of it, like that. So when you do it up, the other way you can do it, not with these because they don't work very well, is sometimes put mole grips on the ferrule, because as you do that up, it's going to try and twist it. But try and keep the hose so it stays straight. There's a lesson for you.
Right. I don't know what your issue is.
You're about 1.5 foot taller than me, and you're only just taller than me. Is that a bit tight, little boy?
Yes.
Oh, I've lost my gloves. Don't round it off.
It's tight.
She ain't been off for a long time.
Let the hydraulic man do it.
I didn't even strain. I got like a torque wrench built into my elbow that clicks when something's too tight, and that didn't even go off. Right, make this one up. What you can't see, where he's so small, that's actually a stumpy screwdriver that he's using there.
I didn't come here for abuse.
No, but you got it. This is a different cut. I think this one's been put on as a spare.
Yeah, and being left.
And been left because it's a different colour to the others, and it only had about 3 turns of thread on it. That's a long one.
No, this one I made you.
Can I just point out what he's driving around with? That is a time bomb. I don't know how that hasn't actually blown at a meeting, to be fair.
No matter how old you are, you still reverse in the charge, which I have got spares.
Greetings. Your father is calling you. Your mission, should you decide to accept it, is
Dad.
to answer the phone and talk to him.
So I know Dad's ringing, that's
Information will be revealed to you during the
Was it
conversation.
2005 or something?
You get there right?
Yeah, we're just changing a few hoses now. Done the
Are
main
they
one.
knackered?
Yeah, quite a few of them are. Liz is on the camera at the minute. It just
Oh,
it,
man. I mean, that'd be a happy camera then. Get it in our workshop.
What are you
Why?
saying?
That's some stuff. Well, gives the women something to look at, won't it?
Yeah.
Put some sexiness into it.
I'm quite
That's what it is.
upset that he didn't come, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ladies'
Yeah, I was
favourite.
going to come up, look at a car, but
His poor missus has to wear flat shoes all the time because he's so short. How about that?
She had some, you had heels on at Squirrel's wedding, didn't you? Or they were,
Yeah, I spent the whole night trying to wear a dress.
they were,
I was gassed right up. I was like,
Shit.
let's swap outfits, and she weren't having none of it.
she had mini heels. Oh, how did mine and Clark's outfit go at the end of the night?
I could probably share a photo of it on camera. Liz is shaking her head. Might blur it out.
I don't know what happened there.
No,
really.
what happened there at Squirrel's wedding is it was the end of the night and Liz was going up to bed, and I think you had already gone up to bed, and then she reappeared down the stairs and went, "You lot all need to see what's going on up here, they're naked." So we all ran up the stairs and you and Clark Wells were, well, there wasn't much to be imagined, was there? In the middle of the hallway, why not? Turns out you just
Little
like
and large.
turns out you just like taking your clothes off, I guess. Right, that's done. Them four are done. What's left then, Gary?
Just the ones on the leg. I
Leggage.
reckon.
I do actually charge for the cable ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got some in the cab actually. I suppose you could put one around there, couldn't we? Be tidy. If you want me to get any out of the cab,
That's fine. Use mine and then I'll charge them. Consumable materials.
I've lost the hydraulic tank lid. Or have you took that off?
No? That looks fun to get in.
Someone's stolen it.
What?
It's got no lid.
It's also got no access. How are you getting it in there?
Oh, I've got a tube. Show you.
Nice. Am I supposed to hold this and pour at the same time?
No, that's all right. It's solid.
That's slow. What are you doing? You was holding it and then you looked down and it fell out.
Well, I was seeing the level on the tank. Been shopping at Allstar Garage.
Hello, we're back doing some stuff because we're in the shed where we do it. Didn't film nothing yesterday, didn't really do much yesterday. Done a little bit today on the boot, finished the boot off, and kind of forgot to put the camera on and just got a bit carried away, busy with work stuff and whatever. But we've just put the cradle in and we're just putting the water tank in, and Squirrel's been hitting some stuff with a hammer. Just because he wanted to. Really?
I'll go heavy end then.
Well, I was
Tilt
gonna,
over that way, then we'll just walk it straight in.
we'll have to step into Christmas, all right?
No wonder you're slow. Right, fingers.
Whoa!
What?
Throttle cable. Should go your way a bit. Yeah,
Hold on.
like ish. What's your
Yeah, I need
fingers?
to lift up. That's it, isn't it? Why aren't we going in there?
I don't know. Or maybe we do. Oh yeah, we do take that bit off. We'll take that bit off first, and then we'll try it, shall we? Don't breathe that in.
Oh, filtration. It's the only good thing about having a cold.
Well, it filters it all because
Yeah,
your
the
nose is
snot
blocked.
catches it.
Can't breathe it in. Fingers?
No, it's warm.
What are we hitting on now?
What, we're not fitting in?
Oh, we'll go back more.
Hold on.
I've done it. It is a snug old fit anyway, but
There she goes.
yeah. Is that right over?
Yep. That's where we want to be.
That's nice.
I've just lost my phone and all. That's in.
That's about there then. Where's the dark monocle?
On top of the welder.
Oh, yeah. He's got a really small head.
I have.
Nice. Comes down on this. Doesn't make much difference. Step forward a little bit if you can.
What, towards you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. When you rolled your toes forward. Right, it's Wednesday night. Where we're up to and where we're at is, I didn't do anything today. We didn't do much yesterday, but I didn't do anything today because I've been out purchasing another fine motor vehicle because, you know, we're already rammed for space after last week putting 2 extra cars in the shed, so. Well, I've got rid of the rusty Series 1 though that was in the corner. That's dispatched to someone else. But whilst we were out, we purchased something else, which I might show you this week, depending on time, see how we get on. Might put that into its own video. That's another kettle of fish, and she's a honey. It's just over there behind you where you can't see it because it's over there in that area. Yeah, that's another problem. Anyway, so I was out, Squirrel was in, because obviously we've still got to run Allstar hydraulics from the tray counter and the workshop and everything behind you where we do all the hoses and everything else. And in the mix of looking after the customers that were coming in, he's cracked on and done a bit more on the Jag. The passenger plates are all bolted up. He's done the tape and the seat belt and the bits on the pillars of the doors. He's also gone through the loom and put the loom in. Do you remember this car, if you're an avid Allstar viewer? This was the one last year that we had a misfire in and it done like 46.257 recurring engines detonations in the there place. And we just had a bit of a bad luck run with this, not this car obviously, but with that setup with my straight 6 gear. So he's gone back through the wiring loom, made sure everything was okay, which I think it was. And I think we touched on it before, but the kill switch, there was a video from Eastbourne at Christmas and someone said, oh, your kill switch is like the, you know, the main power on and off switch, and that was dancing about a little bit. And I went, don't worry about it, because we've crossed that bridge already to, you know, eliminate stuff. We just joined the wires up underneath the switch. Don't tell the scrutineers. And it was fine, but that was a completely different roll cage. So that kill switch was connected and was probably the issue. But I have a new, upgraded, new model one to go in. So that's a problem for not right now. Where are we at? What are we doing? Corner plates are on, that's done, that's in. Inside's pretty much done, boot's done, passenger side is done, although I haven't folded that front wing. This wing I have folded and screw bolted up today. So I think we'll just crack on and do the door area, because it's, you know, weld this bit there and there and there, down there either side, underneath, put the door plate on, which is noisy because it's with the grinder flat out. So I'll flick over and put it on a time lapse and put some jingly music on and get that knocked out of the park, I guess. Motivation is just not there at the moment. Don't know, just a bit too busy at the minute, but let's just do it, I suppose. Okay, let's use my brain a little bit. Put that over there like that. Just, you know, just gonna break the ramp some more if it wasn't bad enough already. And just, I don't want to crouch down, you know, getting old, wonky knees and stuff, just. Come on. Go now. Go now. Try now again. Go now. Oh yeah. Elevation. That's fine, that's up. Yeah, that's good. Ah, old man kneeling pad. Yeah. See? It's better, right? Problem is, if you had the car on the ramp and went, oh, I'll lift it up to grind it, this bit of the car is here, where you can't get like to the sill because the rampy bits are in the way. So now I've just, you know. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got a metal splinter in my hand as well. You know, you get the little metal ones, the tiny little ones you can't really see, and they're in there, and every time you touch something, it's in there. And I can't see it. I haven't got my glasses on. It's there. I can't find it. Anyway, gonna do some graffiti for no reason at all, really. Apart from the fact that it makes me feel like I've accomplished more. Like I've welded it, and you can see I've welded it, but then if I aerosol prime it, it's another level then. Oh yeah. Achievement. It's almost like I could be one of them kids down spray painting underneath a brand new bridge in the town centre or something, you know. You drive past it when it's new, and you think, oh, that's a nice bridge. Not that I'm into bridges or anything. And then you drive past it the next day and someone's spray painted a phallus on the side of it. I'm still painting because it's pretty cool, and that's just nice how we like it. It's 11 o'clock at night and I still haven't got the door plate on. Oh yeah. Yeah, nice. Now, if you build bangers on the regular, or not even on the regular, but if you've ever built one and welded a bit of box in the door, tell me that ain't the worst bit of the car to weld. Now, splattering in your face. No matter how much you grind it up, that is the worst bit. And if you do that and you get enjoyment out of it, there's something wrong with you. Because that's crap. Nice. It's improved my horsepower by 9%. Oh yeah. World's thickest door plate. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Yep. Oh, I've just scratched my nips. Aerosol paint. It's heavier than it needs to be, really. Now, Joey, don't start with your nonsense, mate, because it's late and we don't need all the woof. We've had enough woof already, okay? Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Is that all I got? That's better. Oh, I've just touched it again. Why did I paint the car? Okay, so if I've just done it again. Whatever. If I melt that through there, that's going to go through there. That's good. Set fire to the car. Probably need a fire engine or something. No. Yeah. Okay, complete stab in the dark of where we think the door plate's meant to go. Because I don't really want to hammer and spike it too much because of the time. There's fire. There's many fires. Joey, where were you? You didn't woof. Fire in hole. Supplying it with more oxygen. Go away. Sparks everywhere. Hot thing. Seats on fire. Look what it's done to my paint. Doopy doopy doo, just knock it through with the spike. That's really loud. Ah, many fires. Okay. Twice, Joey. Where were you? You got it wrong, man. You bark when everything's fine. And now we're burning down. Where are you? What's bad? Whoa, man. Gonna get a hernia now. Try and go ish straight. That'll be about there. It's gonna be right on the edge of where I've welded it, probably. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright, mate, actually. No, you're a bit late, because you missed it twice, and now I'm okay. Go away, thank you. Oh, the fire is bad. hit. That's not actually going out. Oh dear. Water required. Nino, Nino, Nino. Oh, still not going out. That's good. Go out. Many fires. When you strip a car, I always like to make sure I take all of the rubber grommets and trim and bits of wire and loom out in the A pillar and the B pillar, just to make sure you don't catch fire then when you gas the holes through for the pillar. It's quite important you always take that out because you don't want to have a fire. You know? I think the morning coffee is going to taste disgusting now. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. The plus side is I did manage to do the hole in the right place. Just because we haven't really caught a fire yet, I'm just going to blow the holes through the rest of them. Just because I can, really. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I need a shower. I've got that stinky, smoky, pillory wiring up in myself. Okay. That's a good job done. Driver's side is complete. Don't know if I like that. That's not very nice. Maybe I'll trim that like that. I don't know. Okay, right, it's Friday. We're cracking on with the road car Jag that's now going to be a banger Jag that's going to go to Ipswich Jag. And we're getting there slowly. I've still got to weld a couple of bits on the inner wing, which we're allowed to do to connect the chassis to the inner wing. Apart from that, we're nearly done under here. I've put the crush tube this side ready to bolt in. Obviously that one goes through the water tank. I've made some new brackets on the chassis for the bonnet bolts to go up through. I used to just weld a bit of box to the chassis rail, but when you build the cars it just gets tedious and you're wasting metal because it stays on the car and it bends and twists and whatever. So I've made up some ones that bolt in with a bit of thicker, slightly thicker metal on them. And the idea is then obviously when we scrap the car, you can unbolt them, bolt them straight in the next one. It should make it a little bit quicker on the next car. And I'm trying something different with the bumper. Normally I'll go along the chassis rails, tuck it down the side. I think you're allowed to go about 7 inches in the rules or something like that. And 2 bolts go through, one of them has the pulling eye on so that we can obviously put the car on the lorry and winch the front out. But I struggle with like wheel protection on the front corners because by the time I cut all of that out to fold the bumper around to stop that going on the wheel, there's nothing really holding this corner out. I put a strip on here to connect the wing to the slam panel, which helps to keep it together, but by the time it bends, it ends up really weak and the fronts just go up and down and it'll just nudge someone in the corner and it goes all down on the wheel. So I've noticed a few other people have started running the bumper across the front, so I'm going to try and give that a go. It just means you have to bolt it up slightly differently because obviously we're not going around the bumper, so I've put a little bit of angle on there to put a bolt through so it's connected to the chassis, and then I'll put a bolt through there. Is the plan. But that's where we're at. Oh, and what you've just seen on the time lapse was me making use of the old ramp that I used to have, the one that collapsed. Had a bit of plate along the floor, which was 3mm conveniently. So I used that for the bumper to save using the good metal on the bumper. Or something, I don't know. Anyway, where am I? No, I'm all right actually, Joey. Honestly, mate, we're okay today. Nice. One. Now in the rules, you're allowed 5 bolts in the front bumper, which is odd for us because you'd think it'd be 6, right? So you've got 3 either side, but that's because like the Frog Eyes and the Mercs and stuff like that already have a cross member on the front. So the idea is it's like 2 either side and then 1 in the middle to stop the middle V'ing in. You're allowed 5, but there's no place for us to have a 5th one, so we'll only have 4. Joey, I don't know. No, thank you. There we go. Give that a go, see if it's any better. A little bit more front wheel protection, hopefully, which is fine until the car goes back, and that all goes back and goes on the wheel anyway, but if you don't try, you don't know, do you? Right, under the bonnet, it's not far from being done. I welded up the couple of bits on the inner wing. Used up the rest of that can of aerosol primer just because I could, and covered everything in that for no reason at all because it's probably going to be painted next week anyway. And what I have just discovered is I haven't actually put any brake pipes in it yet. The one that goes underneath to the back wheels is on it already and sort of cable tied up in place. Took the old one out, put the new one in that's already made up with the T-pieces and everything on for the back wheels. But I have got no front brake pipes connected yet. Obviously, I'm not going to bleed it up or nothing yet. I think I'm missing the rear pad as well. Actually, when I put the axle in, I noticed that. But I'm just going to take these ones off of this servo. And the reason I'm doing that is it's really not very important and quite boring. But that Jag, because it's a real early one, came with a metal pedal box. This one's plastic, this one's out of a later X300. But when the last car that all that kit was in was built, I took the brake servo out of it to put in the Mark 10 for World Final because it was parked in the corner. And the Mark 10's not dead yet. So that pedal box that was with that setup originally is still in that car. So then I put a plastic one in just for one meeting to use the car up. And the brake pipes are still on it. But I don't want to use plasticness. I'd rather use metalness because it doesn't break. So this can go in the spares department again. I won't throw it away because it's good for getting you out of trouble. Although every X300's got one, to be fair. So I could throw it away, couldn't I? Just hoarding stuff that I don't need. And I think I've probably got about another 4 in there. The late XJ40s and the early X300s had a metal pedal box. I think the late XJ40s also had a metal throttle pedal, and that one's got a plastic throttle pedal, but whatever, doesn't matter. So we'll nick these brake pipes off here. That's my fronts. That's going to go somewhere. Yeah, that's fine. That's my front ones. And that one goes to the joint at the bulkhead for the back ones. Okay. That's really long. Why have I done that so long? I don't know. Cross thread that in there, that's fine. Why aren't you starting? There we go. Whilst I'm screwing these brake pipes in, I'm going to tell you about Mallory's wish. I touched on it at the end of last week's video if you've seen it. I've mentioned the thing on Facebook about it. There's a fundraiser going around on a GoFundMe page for a little girl. I think the dad does the little remote control bangers, but they go and watch. They're at racing all the time. It's family, mum and dad and the kids and whatever else. But anyway, Mallory is a 5-year-old little girl. She's a year older than my daughter, and she's got a cyst in her brain. So the family are doing everything they can to raise some money, because although she's got a cyst in her brain, it's right in the middle of her brain, and the NHS and the health service in the UK can't do anything with it. It's a little bit above their head. So what they've got to do, although the doctors and everything that they've seen have said that she needs an operation, she can't get it in this country. So what she's got to do, or what the family's got to do, is raise £75,000 to take her abroad to have the brain surgery that she requires. Now, as time's going on, Mallory's lived with this for a little while, and she has good days and bad days, but as time's gone on, the cyst is growing, and what that's done so far is it's knocked out her hearing in one ear, and now she's having visual impairment as well, where the cyst is putting pressure and fluid and everything in the brain where it shouldn't be. So there is a bit of a rush, and Mallory's mum and dad have been talking to some neurosurgeons, I think some in America and some in Germany, and there's a particular one in Germany that can do it, or can do the surgery, and is penciled in for May, which obviously at the point of us talking about it now is a couple of months away. So I think they've got about £53,000 at the point of talking, raised towards the £75,000 target. But what I will do is put the link once again in the description below the video, where the access is to the GoFundMe page if you'd like to help. Also, if you follow us on Facebook, you would have seen the video already. If you don't, follow us on the socials, Facebook and Instagram, but we've shared a video. I basically talked about it the other day, and the background stories on there. So if you can afford to, and you'd like to help out, then any donation is very much gratefully received. You can go down there, because that's where you go. Where's the flexi pipe gone? Oh, this is a bad job. I don't like doing brake pipes, but actually very important, because stopping is good. You all right, Joey? You all right, mate? What are you doing then? Hello, I'm just doing brake pipes. What are you doing? Woofing? Yeah, that's good then. Stinky boy? Oh my goodness me, where are you going? You all right, mate? Oh yeah, wet feet, lovely, down you get. That's good. Nip you up. That's nice. You can go that way. Oh, that's a bit short, isn't it? Actually. Haven't undone the old one yet, that's good. Elevation. Oh, my finger come off the button and it screwed me up. Go now. Go now again. Go now some more. Okay, so the original bit of brake pipe, come on, that's on there, that comes off the flexi pipe, goes up through the bulkhead, up there, is not needed. Although it's many tights. Come on. Oh yeah, nice. Gonna punch the bulkhead in a minute. I'm just gonna snap. It's also seized on, which is really cool. This is not part of the process. But but we don't need it because my other brake pipe connects onto the flexi here. So what I was going to do is just quickly spin it off and you'd see me put the new one back on, but now I'm fighting with it because it's Friday. I've also gassed right through next to it to put the cradle in. So I think it's caught fire, which doesn't help, but it is coming off. So my brake pipe that I've got made up is going to come through there like that and go back onto it. That bit's fine, even though it's got hot round here where the bolt's gone through. So my brake pipe that I've got made up should just go in there like that. As long as I don't cross-thread it. I think we're doing all right. Yeah, nice. That's the wrong size. That's the right size. And we should have stopping abilities, hopefully, once I put that rear pad back in the disc. Don't know why it's fallen out, but I did notice it weren't in there. Oh, and now it's the work telephone in my pocket. Ah, spinach. Okay, we're getting there now. And the ramp worked first time, that was good. I've got a little thing that goes over the tunnel for the ratchet strap to strap the gearbox up, obviously once the gearbox is in, which I'll put in a second, because I think it bolts in, it should do. And then I've got to put the bonnet on, do the bonnet bolt holes. What is wrong with the ramp now? So that's done, and then put the bonnet bolts in it, and then it's pretty much engine and box, which is good going. That's where I wanted to be by the end of this week, because I've still got to take the engine and box out of the car over there, which went from Aldershot, and I haven't even touched on suspension and setup yet, which we will do, but I'll probably put the engine and box in first, and then faff about with that, which is down the line. We've still got, it's 2 weeks tomorrow at the point of filming is Ipswich. So for me personally, to be at this stage 2 weeks before the meeting is really good. Hopefully running by the end of next week. Should be more than enough time. But the elephant in the very big room over there is the gem that we've picked up for the weekender, for the Mildner weekender in May. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to leave that one quiet for now, and I will show you that next week, is my plan. But I do have one of my 2 Mildner cars. I'll tell you that much for free. Why? Now, I'm pretty sure 17 times out of 5, I have to snip the back corners of the bonnet out, because as it goes wider, as it goes back, it doesn't fit under the corner plates. But we'll have a little check up and just clarify that. Oh, you can go. In a routine now where I take out all these little plastic trims as well. It normally has like a heat shield thing under here, which when you rip off, leaves these little plastic studs. After we've had things going down the inlet manifold before, through the carburetor, just make sure all that shit's gone. Not gonna fit, but gonna try it anyway. See? Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah. there we go. Okay, that is me done for today and for this week. I've just run out of time. I've got to go shoot home and do other bits and bobs. So that's it. As I mentioned just now, next week I will carry on with this and get the engine and everything out of the car from Aldershot and get that in here, try and do some setup-y bits and finish it off. Hopefully have it painted by the end of the week, but we'll see how we get on. And then yeah, we'll make a start on the car. They shall not be named as well next week. I might even just do that as next week's video and just do this in the background because it's, you know, you've seen us put engines in and stuff before. See how we get on. Now obviously, as I've mentioned already, the Mallory's Wish thing is massive and everyone's really chipping in to raise some money for that. So if me talking about it in a video can get some, you know, get the word out, so to speak, and some people can donate, then that's great, and then hopefully we can help that little girl. And of course, if you want any Allstar Garage merch with hats and hoodies and cups and t-shirts and stickers and everything else, you can head over to allstargaragemerch.co.uk, and that's where you can find everything that's got Allstar Garage on it. Anyway, that's that. I've got to shoot, so please, if you haven't already, subscribe. It makes a massive difference to the channel. Like, share, comment down below. I do read through them, so if you've got something to say, feel free to say it. And I'll catch you next week.